Once upon a time, in a kingdom called Sundar, there lived an old man who was known for his wisdom and a beautiful white horse that no one in the entire kingdom, or even the surrounding regions, had ever seen before. The old man was poor, but his horse was truly priceless. Despite the many attempts by wealthy people, including the king himself, to buy the horse, the old man refused every offer. He would say, "This horse is not just a horse, it is a member of my family. I cannot sell a family member for money." The king, although envious of the old man's prized horse, respected his decision and allowed him to live his simple life. One morning, the old man discovered that his beloved horse was missing from the stable. He searched high and low, asking the villagers, but no one knew where the horse had gone. News spread quickly, and people began gossiping. "We knew this would happen," they said. "The old man is poor and weak. How could he protect such a valuable horse?" Some laughed and said, "If you had sold the horse to the king, you could have lived comfortably in your old age." But the old man remained calm and unshaken. "Whatever happens, it's fine," he replied. "The only truth is that the horse is not in the stable. We will see what happens next." A month later, the old man's horse returned, not alone, but with a dozen other wild horses of the same breed. The news spread like wildfire. People gathered in the streets, saying, "You were right. The loss of the horse was not a misfortune. It proved to be a blessing. Now you can become a horse trader." The old man simply replied, "Yes, 12 horses have come with mine. Whatever happens, it's fine." The truth is, everything will unfold as it's meant to. The old man's son began training the wild horses, eager to tame them. But just 3 days later, he was thrown from one of the horses and broke his leg. The villagers gathered again, this time with sad faces. "Your son's leg is broken. That was not a blessing, but a curse. How will he marry now? How will he live a happy life?" they lamented. But once again, the old man remained calm and unruffled. "The truth is that my son has lost one leg, and I now must take care of him in his old age. But whatever happens, it's fine. We will see what happens next." Not long after, the king's enemies attacked the kingdom, and the king called upon all the young men to join the army. But because the old man's son was lame, he was spared from going to war, while the other young men were taken into battle. The villagers came to the old man's house, crying, "You were right. Your son's broken leg saved him from the war. Now he is safe. But what about our children? We don't know if they'll return." The old man smiled gently and said, "The only truth is that your sons have gone to fight for their country, whether you wished it or not. Perhaps it is not a misfortune, and perhaps it is a blessing. No one can truly know. Until you stop labeling things as good or bad, you will always remain troubled. Focus not on fate, but on your actions, your thoughts, and live happily. Profit, loss, and luck are only small parts of life. Just as you cannot understand a whole book by reading only one line, you cannot judge life by one event. Life is about staying in the moment, remaining happy, and doing what is important." The old man's lesson echoed through the village. "Life is not about rushing to judgment," he said. "It is about patience, acceptance, and understanding. What seems like a misfortune today may be a blessing tomorrow. And what seems like a blessing today may turn into a challenge. Always stay present and focus on the moment. Do not be swayed by others' judgments, good or bad. Live your life with compassion, patience, and understanding." The villagers listened, reflecting on his words, and slowly their worries began to dissipate. Just as the old man taught us today, life is full of unexpected twists and turns. But it is not about how we judge those events, it is about how we respond. At Words of Compassion, we believe in embracing the journey with patience and understanding. If this story resonated with you, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and join our compassionate community. We would love to hear your thoughts on the story in the comments below. What moments in your life have taught you the value of patience? Share with us and let's reflect together on how we can approach life with a heart full of compassion and understanding. Remember, life isn't just about counting the days, but making the days count.